Ciao, Nigar.
Good.
Ciao. Good to see you, finally, since long time.
Yes, yes. Almost a year.
Really? But you left Budapest 1 year ago?
Yeah, it was actually a year ago and a month already.
Unbelievable. Time is so fast. Do
I
you miss a
know.
little bit Budapest? What you have in your heart now is
It's my second home. I mean, I went there when I was 18, so I built my personality basically there since the age of
really
18.
it's
Yeah,
cool. Means
I
also
really
the city for you was something like a gym for your work
mind.
and your soul maybe also.
Yeah. Yeah, I really changed. And you know, the thing is, you are all alone by yourself in a different country. You get to know yourself much better.
Thinking back in time, do you have one mind memory, one mind lesson that you learned in Budapest? Do you have some good memory about this?
Yeah, actually, there are so many, but
Yes.
what I realized it's when I became a part of this multicultural company, let's say, or society, when
Yes.
everyone was trying to help each other to build a future. Actually, it was at your LA party. I
Yeah.
remember I was 19, no, 20. Yeah, back then I was 20. I didn't know what I want back then. It was truly something new for me. And at one party, I received so many advices which were
Mhm.
useful, and I'm still using them until now. So I don't want to tell you all these advices, but I mean,
Oh,
that party really changed my
yeah,
life.
yeah. But do you have one that you remember? Something that now come in your mind that this
Yes.
I this lesson for me was really let's say life changing.
Yes, I remember you told me that I have a great mind, but the only thing what is missing is focus.
Ah, and
That was super useful for me. I
what's happening?
became to write down what I want. I mean, you know, I was kind of not sure where I'm going to. And then
Mhm.
after your advice, I was sitting down, writing down what I want, where I'm going. You know, it was kind of useful for me back then, and still I'm using that advice.
It's cool. Interesting. It means that I can put one medals here.
Yeah, I actually gave you one, if you don't remember, at your
Yes,
birthday.
yes, it's true. It's true.
So it's not for nothing. I remember that.
Yes, yes. Yeah, good memories. Okay, let's start this little interview. And
Mhm.
first of all, thank you so much to be here. And can you introduce a little bit yourself for the people that don't know who you are? And
Okay.
also from, if you want, so from some kind of different perspective, it's not about what I can say, the CV, but it's something more, I don't know, maybe emotional, in the emotional way.
Emotional. Yeah.
Or
More personal, I would say. More personal,
yes,
not like very formal.
yeah. Sometimes I ask to friends or people that I meet if they have some kind of slogan, no? In one little slogan, they describe yourself, no? For example, no? I
Yeah.
like sometimes to call me the ambassador of happiness, for example. Something
Okay.
direct that you think that this phrase describe you.
Okay. Uh, Maybe it's a bit basic, but I really feel so, and I've been heard these things from many, many people. I
Yes.
feel like I came to this world to bring a light uh, and change people's life towards better.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
It's
it's a
good.
bit basic, but I feel so. And I actually, I think it kind of connected to the words of my mom. She always said, like, because she had difficulties bringing me to this world. And even they said maybe I wouldn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
So when I did, she said, you have a reason why you came to this world. So you're a special person. So
Uh-huh.
use your life smartly. So I think she put these seeds in my head since I was a kid. And already from the age of 5 or 6, I was thinking how to be useful, that I'm kind of different. Hi, Gilara. Oh, Gilara is here. That's so great.
Yeah, maybe, yes.
So yeah, I mean, I'm very grateful to my mom for this motivation, which I was given since I was like 5 or even 6.
Yes. What do you think? Do you found your, let's say, meaning, your mission? Do you found?
Yeah, every single day. What I feel that if I don't do something useful for me or at home or for people, uh, I could feel down. But that's why each day I try to learn something what I can use in the future. Each day I try to be with people and give them advices, support them, and I feel actually much happier when I help people. Probably it's like in Maslow's pyramid. We want to feel loved. We want to feel useful. This brings more kind of feeling of happiness to us. All of us want to feel useful, actually, and when we do, we really feel happier.
I go little bit more deep,
Uh-huh.
and you are, let's say, you feel that you are happy that when you are useful, But
Yes.
of course, everybody have a big or little ego,
Everyone.
Which relation you have with the ego, that
Healthy. Healthy one. So you, I think what is important for us to have a harmony with our feelings, with our ego. We have to love ourselves in the way that we can give love as well. It's very important not to feed yourself with love, but also to be able to give it. And when you have this balance, you feel that harmony. That's what I think.
But sometimes do you fight with your ego?
I used to until the certain moment when I understood. I think, many things are coming from our childhood, like kind of traumas, or we weren't loved enough, or we weren't appreciated enough, or our parents used to compare us to someone. I think these wounds will show things later. That's why if you're an adult, you have to work on yourself each day, and you obviously have to find these issues from your childhood. What I realize, everyone has to do it, because our childhood until the age of 5, I remember I've been taking psychology classes until the age of 5. Actually, we build the major personality, which then we shape in the future. So it is very important what our parents give to us, what we see as children. That's why if you go deeper when you are an adult to understand why we feel certain way or why we act certain way, if you deeper, then you are gonna make yourself much better. I mean, it's hard sometimes to understand why we feel certain way. That's why we have to remember things from the past. We have to work on it and not run away.
Means if you want to use one word to describe your character, which word you can use? Which character do you have?
Caring.
Caring.
Yes.
Means that when you wake up in the morning, who you see in the front of the mirror today?
A person who is ready to give more than to receive. And I'm not feeling bad when I'm giving. Before, I remember I had a conversation with you, kind of always felt like I give too much and never receive enough. But then when I started to enjoy giving and not thinking about receiving something back, that's the moment when I was much happier. Started to be happy.
Means that all your friends are super lucky to be your friend.
I don't know. You probably know it better. You are my friend.
You can make
So
the booking, the booking system. No, do you want to be my friend?
exactly. Maybe you see, we created an app right now. We should create an app which can be useful. It could be PR for me, and then idea for programmers. Yeah, you see, 5 minutes or how many minutes we're talking already, and we already have a business idea. Yulara says that she's confirming it. She is my friend, so she knows.
Yeah, also Sandro. Yeah, also Sandro. He like to share this moment of good teaching. Good.
True.
Good. Let's go to the topic passion.
Okay.
Everybody has passion. We grow up with dreams. We like to do something. Sometimes we are able also to realize in life what we dreamed when we was child. And yes, your dreams. Which kind of dreams do you had when you was so innocent lady?
Well, it's funny enough. It's very funny. No one could understood why. My favorite fairy tale was a Cinderella.
Yes.
Remember, and everyone was asking why I wanted to be a Cinderella. I said that it was my dream to be a Cinderella, which I think maybe back then I always tried to be useful. Okay, not to the people, but at least to animals. I always tried to give love to smaller ones because I was the youngest child. So the only smaller ones for me were animals. So I tried to be useful in that way. And I was so happy when, for example, my mom was giving me money for an ice cream and I was buying food for cats and dogs. And I was super happy, much happier than from an ice cream. So I guess that made some point.
Means that you grow up and do you start to have some kind of, let's say, something that I want to become, I want to invest in this direction,
Yes, my dad is a doctor, and since I was a kid, so he was an idol for me, and it was my biggest dream to be a doctor, and I was even studying it. I entered this university, and funny enough, I have been so stressed out, and I had a car accident, and I started to have troubles with my memory just before my final exam for being a doctor. Yeah, and so I failed the exam, even though I was smart enough and almost sure that I will be received to the university. So I stayed 1 year at home waiting for the next year exam. And I got it. I was accepted to one of the best universities in Russia. And then, you will not believe it, I realized that it is not something what I want to do.
Wow. Tell me. And
I think that I realized that I haven't seen enough, because what I saw, it was my dad and my mom. I was always at home, not receiving too much of point of view of others. And then that year when I was at home, I was reading a lot. And then I decided to ask myself, is it really what I want? Have I seen enough? I've been thinking about it so much that no one could actually at home understand me at the beginning. But then I said, first I want to see the world. So that's why I started to look through the universities abroad. And I was really good in math. That's why I thought, okay, I want to be closer to math. Probably it's going to be accounting. So I chose an accounting. Budapest was a good choice because I had friends who studied there. So I went to Budapest. And it was super hard. I was always at home and going to the school and then back. I've never even went out alone. I was always with my mother or with my brother. So after this kind of life, I had to be all alone in a total different city. I didn't even speak English that well back then. So it was super hard. I remember crying at night, not because I feel unhappy, but because it was a shock for me, not having anyone there, not speaking language, neither English well or Hungarian. But that made me realize who I really am, because I was on my own for such a long time. I realized that actually the idea of perfect life, which I had younger, it was just not enough for me, because I have seen just my parents. That's what was perfect for me. But then I realized that I have to see more. I have to talk to people. Before, actually, I was introvert, and then I changed. I became an extrovert. It was super. I broke that ice. And I remember that I was so surprised that I could talk to people. I was super shy before, but life changed me in Budapest. So I went to the university. The first year, I didn't even have friends. I remember I was sitting all alone because I was super shy. And then one day I decided to change. Yeah, actually, there are many stories which I would like to share, which changed me and my life. For example, when I had a disease of the heart. It was actually then in Budapest. It was already third year when my heart issues went even worse, and doctors couldn't find, the medicine which actually cured me. They said I was born with it. I said, like, before, I was born with difficulties, so I have to live with it all my life. It's not something that they can cure. I remember that day when I was taking these pills, and they said it's a lifelong pills and I can never stop taking them. And obviously I can't have a normal life. For example, I cannot go to the sport lessons. I cannot dance. I cannot drink Prosecco. One day, I remember that day I woke up and I said, no, this is not the life I want to live. I just decided. I came back home. My dad is not a heart doctor, but he's a general practitioner. I said, Dad, I don't know what you're going to do, but that's not the life I want to live, because I decided so. Give me something, I don't know, like some vitamins, but I have to stop that medicine. I don't want to take it. And you will not believe it. In a month, I checked my heart and it was perfect. So since that, I don't take any medicine. I drink Prosecco. I live my life fully.
Means this is a epigenetic story. It means that your mind, your thought,
That's what I want to say. Yeah.
had some huge influence in your body directly. It's something cool and very interesting. And
I think it's a miracle. I think it's a miracle which I created with my own hands.
there is some kind. So I think that there is some mechanics on this universe that still we don't know exactly. Or the science still can describe exactly how it works. But I can see that several times in several situations there is this kind of connection with mind and body, the willpower, the manifestation, how to manifest things, or there is something a little, for example, so the law of attraction, that you can attract.
Yes, the law of attraction, yeah.
This kind of thing that still science are there, to study where is the connection, and
you know why? Because science can't go through the soul. Soul and science are not very close. That's, I think, the conflict. Where the conflict is because you can't prove the things you can't touch, and soul is something you can't show or touch or see.
Yes, it's true that science are more focused in things that they can measure, no? But if you then can't
Yes.
measure, means that it's not exist or not true. And of course, science is more concentrated in the, let's say, space-time, and to
Mm-hmm.
in the objective interpretation of reality. But there is also the subjective interpretation that is come from inside us, that we have this experience of this reality from our perspective, no?
Perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course is created from our thoughts. And how the two, let's say, perspective, the two realm interact each other is can be, I think, a good area
Combination.
where
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
the future, maybe the future generation, they enjoy to study, no? How reality really work. But now,
I
in the
totally agree.
moment, we need to enjoy, that you just had a good lesson that also I'm happy that you have shared with all our friends here in this moment. And yes, because it's true that when you strongly believe in something, and you have faith, and you strongly believe in something, this is one key element that permit to you to create something from the impossible territory to possible. No, you transform the impossible to possible.
It's possible. Exactly.
It's good.
I always I always said, like, because people say, oh, that person has been lucky. And I say that, like, it's something what we first create in our head and
Mm-hmm.
then make true through our constant belief
Mm-hmm.
and determined actions. So
Means that today, do you have some kind of daily ritual, or you do some activities that let you to grow in the awareness and to be
definitely,
more in focus, or to feel the moment? Do you do something?
yes, to be grateful in the morning and at night.
Yeah.
Each day, for example, even I remember it was 2015 when we went to Turkey. And then it was a kind of a villa, and I had this notebook. I found that notebook. It says, I am grateful for. And each day, you have to write down what you are grateful for. It definitely changes the quality of your life. If you are grateful every day at night before you go to sleep, you definitely wake up with positive thoughts next morning. That's for sure. And I think it's very important to be grateful. It's one of the keys of happiness.
It's good. And of course, you multiply these waves that you spread around. Means that you also you let also other person to feel this, let's say, vibration of equilibrium. That this is why
Yes,
it's important to, yes, to have some kind of uh, daily routine that let us to spend more time of our life in some positive mindset, positive thinking, and let's say, and to bring up us, because sometimes also we are down, no? Because of course life is not easy, and sometimes also we have we are in some moment that our energy is, the battery
that's
is
normal. We are uh, human beings. I mean, that's a normal feeling.
yeah. But good habits help us, no?
Yeah, I think being grateful is very important. I mean, that was one of the keys of my emotional harmony, let's say, because it really is important each day. If you write down or even talk to yourself, so I'm grateful for, it doesn't depend what religion you have. You can say grateful to God or grateful to the universe, but just to be grateful is very is yeah, is very important. I realized that
Do
not
you have
very long time
some
ago.
do you have some external support? Means, do you have some person that motivate you, or inspire you in your daily activities or in your
My
life?
mother, I think she has been a goal. Like, I mean, yeah, my life goal is to become close to my mother. Like, she has a very strong personality, and she's my role model, I could truly say. I guess she played the main role why I am this way.
It's good. You are lucky because she's close to you.
Exactly. You know, she she always give me greatest advice, but but she's a perfectionist, so it's very hard to be a daughter of a perfectionist. Before, but I changed the way I look at her perfectionism, and now it's much easier for me to deal with it. But as a kid, it's hard. It's hard.
We need also this moment for our personal growth. We need somebody that challenge us to go outside of comfort zone and to stretch zone, to be a little bit day by day more strong, more with more, what I can say, clear vision of our life. No, that
New
life
vision. Yes.
not only pink color, everything, but we need to
be close to reality, right?
Yeah, it's true. Let's look to the future now, okay? Your vision, because we need to have, I think that we need to have some kind of polar star that give us the direction, in which direction we want to canalize our life energy and to fulfill our, I call inner prophecy, because we are here for some reason. And, but to build the right, let's say, what I can say, castle of our life, or to make the right journey of the hero because we are the hero of our life, to make the right journey. This polar star, this vision. Do you have some clear vision in which direction you want to canalize your energy?
Yes. Well, obviously, right now it has been a bit different from what I expected, because when I finished my university, I had my goals. I already even was accepted to the job I wanted, and at the same time, obviously, I wanted to continue the events, like motivational speaking events, because my dream was to combine this multi-potential personality I have, because it was very hard. I wanted to use my creative thinking. I wanted to use the desire to help to other people, and socializing was a part of my dream. So I was thinking, how can I manage to use all of these things at the same time? I've been trying to do many different jobs, but being an event organizer was the best, and that's my dream. Obviously, like, now Corona is not helping, but it's not forever. This time has been given for me to write down what exactly I want. So I would have a plan for 3 or 5 years. I have the topics I want to discuss. I want to discuss many problems which we have in the 21st century. The impact of the Instagram, like the social media, which is very important to discuss right now, because the generation is growing. I see the problems, and I want to be very useful. So that's why, to be an event organizer, not like just weddings and parties, and because I want to do that as well, but also have time to bring the light to the future, change youngsters' perspective to this life as well. So good. Yeah, that's I really want to do that, and I'm not giving up. Even the Corona stopped me for a while, but I don't want to give up, because it's one of my biggest dreams.
It's good. Means that you want really to be useful for the next generation.
Yes.
For empower and foster their life, and to have some kind of, to lead destiny. You know, is very important. Congratulations! I think that is a very good, very beautiful vision, and because we are in the we are right now in the last question.
Yes.
You had already several experience, some in your life, some let's say easy, but some very tough in your life, because of course you had also complicated situation in your life. And if you want to summarize one simple idea that you can give to some of the new generation, no? That from your experience, from your perspective, something like a little gift, no? One information, one, what do you suggest to the next generation?
Well, there are a couple of things. For example, look at your hardest days as at the greatest lessons of your life. That's for sure, because I am super grateful even for the situation right now, what I have, and don't think that someone is lucky. Never think that luck is something what is given. Luck is something what you firstly create in your head and then make it true through your constant belief and determined actions. So
amazing. Good. Okay. You have a good friend that also wrote, I think, in your...
Oh, hi, привет, привет. Спасибо, спасибо. She wrote beautiful things to me.
Good, because I can read these amazing...
You see, I'm a good friend. If I were a bad friend, no one would remember me right now.
Yes. With your smile, everybody remember your smile, for sure.
True.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I wish all the best. Really, you have a beautiful energy that you can do a lot of amazing things in this life, and follow your light, follow your inner prophecy, and for sure you can make a huge impact in this reality. Thank you so much.
Thank you too, Louis.
We'll see you soon in Budapest.
I promise you. We definitely are gonna have a prosecco and discuss how we had this beautiful interview.
Yes. Okay. One big kiss to
Ciao.
you. Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao.